Hey, good morning.
Morning.
Anyone? Morning?
Yeah, morning, brother.
Gold looks like it did a fake out here.
Hey,
Hello, good morning.
Gold looks like it did a
good
fake out
morning.
here.
Morning.
Good morning. Oh, Vincent,
Hey,
how are you? Hello, good morning.
Gold looks like it did a
good
fake out
morning.
here.
Morning. Morning.
Oh boy, gold is gonna look like it's gonna rocket up. Are we coming up to 1568 here?
And DJ looks like a mess.
Yeah, this could be a great trade idea here on gold. The 30 minute has broken the high of the previous one, like it popped above it, and it's gonna close in 14 minutes. I mean, if you can have a stop below this low, like around 10, 11 pips, potential upside is like around 15, 16. 15, 16 pips. Audio sounds a little off. I think your speakers are off. You should turn them on and then audio is going to turn out to be really good.
The 1 hour on gold is flipping too.
Yes, this is
Oh,
potentially going to go up.
Angelo.
Hey,
See, the high has been broken. It's going to close. 15 minute has already closed. We have made a support down here at 1565, 1564. And we should be heading up to 1568 safely. First target should be 1567.60. For free money, buy NZD USD and NZD JPY. I think you need to send some analysis there, Gold Trading TV. Gold Trading TV. Man, you should stick to your plan and trade gold instead of looking at NZD JPY and all that stuff. Gold Trading TV. Oh, Max sent a chart. Let's take a look here. Fake out, range, support. Oh, okay, I see your fake out. Mac, I think you can kind of like make the zone a little better too. What was this? 15-minute chart?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can kind of make it this zone kind of like thinner like this.
Yeah. No, it's because I was on the 4 hour. That was the zone from the 4 hour.
Oh,
Within
okay,
the
okay,
4 hour.
okay. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, not enough volume in GJ. The best way to measure volume in a pair to see if there's volume or not, just look at the ranges, right? So 15 minute has a support at 142.730. If this support breaks, the next support is at 142.620, right? So this is like a 10 pip range. So there's less volume here.
Yeah.
Because
It's a
usually
lot.
yeah,
There was a lot of volume during London Open.
yeah. Oh yeah, I see that.
Yeah, I cut that. Ooh.
Nice. Man, you should be done for the day now. But nope.
Anyway, yeah. It looks like caca. I'm not even touching it. I'm looking at gold better. Like you said, that should continue up.
Yeah.
Grab some liquidity right now at
Yep.
6 and continue up.
Yeah, like I
Daily
mean,
will flip. Sorry.
yeah, the best thing to do here, like if you're looking for buys in gold, your stop is going to be down over here. This is your
Yeah.
stop loss. Your first TP is here, and then your full TP is right over here, 1568.
If we reach that level, the daily is gonna flip bullish.
Yes, this is going to continue up, man.
Oh, bless you.
Are you waiting for the close on gold? No, I'm not waiting for the close on gold. I mean, I may or may not be an entry, but this is, I mean, when you wait for candles to close, at the same time, you have to bet on the fact that, okay, this should continue to go in one way or another. That's what you learn from experience, though. Like, you watch things happen over and over again. Sometimes you're like, okay, I should wait for the candles to close, and sometimes you're like, okay, maybe this is a good entry based on my stop loss. Okay. Send a chart here. Price created HNS on high time frame looks like rejecting. Yeah, looks like it. But if you're waiting for sells, I think you need to wait for the support to break. Because it is very, very, very bullish. 1 hour is also about to close bullish. 30-minute also about to close, so you have to be very careful with sells.
Yeah. That if we're out of that range, yes, definitely. So if I were you, I'd wait.
See, everybody taking sells. Why?
Why are you guys taking it? It makes no sense.
You need to wait for a candle to print in your direction. All candles that are being printing, they're printing bullish, and bullish means to go up. The best way to take a sell at the main resistance is to wait for a candle to print in your direction.
And that's a very strong resistance. 142 800.
Yeah. It's a very strong daily resistance.
Mm-hmm.
4 hour major resistance. So okay. Let's see what happens then.
Yeah, that's why my zone was so big.
Let's look at this chart here. Oh, someone's in gold buys already. Nice. Entered when this candle crossed the previous candle high. Already a break even. That is perfect. That is perfect execution. Got stopped out on GJ buys. Yeah, because there's no range. Man, like why you this is a very stupid trade because look at the take profit. 804 to 885. That's like 8 pips, 8.0 pips. It's just ranging. This is just a range. There's no trade here. Man, you guys have to look for good setups. Don't force it. GJ, look at this. Price, trade bias long, prices are 6 sequential wave uptrend. Next price level 143.20. Yeah, that makes sense. I think for GJ buys, I'm going to be looking for buys if I have a candle closing. If I have a 30-minute candle that closes above 142, 815, 820, then I'm going to start looking for buys. But other than that, I don't see any buys. Your JPY buys here as well. I think you need to wait for the 30-minute candle to close.
Oh yeah, EJ died during London.
Yeah.
Rakeel, on the hourly for gold,
Hmm.
doesn't it look like it's heading in a downtrend? If you pull back a little bit.
Yes, it does.
Yes, but you have to look at what's happening right now, currently. Currently, right now, it's creating some sort of a support, and if this candle is closing bullish, we need to see that, okay, where can this bullish movement stop? So the bullish movement can potentially stop at this level, 1567.60, or it can stop at 1568. Does that make sense? Like, in the meantime?
Yeah, you got it. So although the higher time frame is say looking going down, the current one is going up. So you trade the current one.
You
And,
trade what's happening right now,
yeah.
currently, right now in these. Because, like, if you look on the daily, the 4 hour, and the 1 hour, you'll be like, okay, it's bearish, right? But for you to sell it, like, if you have a bearish bias, then I think you'll have to wait for some bearish confirmation.
Yeah, I've got to sell it at resistance as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so you'll have to wait for a candle to print bearish to, like, to confirm some sort of resistance, and then you'll be able to sell it.
Yeah, look at that. Sheesh.
Oh, I'm done for the day. Caught 40 pips on GJ, 20 on GU. Oh, wow.
Is that it? Oh, Anthony?
Anthony, linebacker. Well, I used to play linebacker too.
Linebacker.
Yeah, I used to play flank
Okay.
in rugby and linebacker. Keval sent a chart. Hey Keval, what's your Instagram? Someone asked me yesterday about your Instagram.
There's no trading on it.
I don't know. Someone wants to do something with it.
I mean, they can have it if they want.
He's got a fan. What's up? What's up?
What's
My
up?
Instagram.
Non-sleepy beauty. Oh, me and Kaval made a nice call on GJ's today on your stream while you were buying McDonald's,
Yeah, that's it, man. You did good. You did good.
So I think we
That's
deserve a percentage today, sir.
He listened to all of them.
Maybe. Oh, Angela was there too. Angela made the call too. So it's a three-way split. Rock, paper, scissors.
That's a good trade, man.
Are you doing highlights or no?
I haven't done it yet. I probably could actually. If I
I
could.
made a call on gold too.
Oh yeah. I made a call on gold. Angela, you sneaky.
Ooh, just turning bearish now.
Yeah. It's a chart that I sent, right?
Yeah, it's gonna come down now. Now you're getting confirmations here.
Yeah, but still, look at the traffic on the left. It's not that much, but still, this area here.
Mac, you're gonna take a trade regardless.
I'm not gonna take it. I'm on gold buys. I'm on gold buys, and I'm using small lot. 0.20.
Okay, what's this? Previous area of resistance if this 1 hour closes bullish. Oh, nice. Waiting for the close.
Would you wait for a retracement a little bit?
On
Gold.
gold? Oh no, I already have entries.
See?
Yeah, I entered at 1566.70.
I entered at 1566.83. Jeez, beat me.
Yeah,
I entered
gold-
when I was talking about it. Like you see a stop loss, that would be a TP, yada yada yada.
Yeah,
Oh,
gold
wow.
look good on the 1 hour.
So it is 1566.70. Oh, right here. Yeah. It's at my entry. Yep. Oh, look at that. GJ closed at that support.
Yeah, it's just chilling.
Yeah, it's chilling.
Yup. I was looking at gold at about 69.5 myself. That's what I was looking at. A bit later on.
Oh, what's this? USD CAD sells. Oh, nice. Support is broken, therefore there's a potential breakdown with a clear traffic to the left. Right now, it's consolidating. But when this low of the 1 hour gets broken, yep, looks good. Nice planning. USD CAD sells. Oh, GJ sells. Very nice on the 1 hour chart. Yeah, like once you get that breakdown, break below 143, 142, 730, you get a clean move down to 142, 620, 630, even down to 142, 570.
Yeah, look at the 1 hour. It looks so clean.
Yeah, exactly. Because if this 1 hour breaks the low of the previous one, then it's heading further down to this wick here.
And it is at daily resistance, so
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, there she goes.
here we go. Here we go.
Try to go downtown. These are great confirmations here. Yeah, so this 30-minute is breaking the lows of the previous 1, 2, 3, 4. So now it has a higher probability to continue moving down.
I'm placing my trades at break even at this point for GG.
Come further down here. If people have stops, you can move your stops down to, you know, this area here above this candle. Because this is now broken all the lows. The 1 hour has also broken the low.
Personally, I'm placing it at break even.
Raja, I'm new here. Where do you show your open positions? Grant. I don't show my open. Apparently, Grant is a 7-figure $1 million trader. Apparently, on YouTube.
Who is Grant?
I don't know. Grant asks me questions as if he's new to this whole trading idea. I mean, I just don't understand.
But he's a 7-figure trader? Okay.
Let's check this chart out. Got this because of your Z and R lesson. Oh, break and retest. Oh, nice. Right at the tip. Oh, gold is in a little bit of a drawdown here. Take a look at the 15 minute. Yeah, if this 15-minute breaks the low of the previous 15-minute,
You're out.
I'm gonna close 50% of my position here. That price is gonna be 1566.20.
Yeah, I think GJ is better now. Fluid.
Are you loaded?
I've got that marked as a level 648 actually. From previous on the, I think it's on the 1 hour to the left. It's an old zone. Gets past it definitely.
I think 142 650 should be like the first target on GJ, and then if anything, it could keep going down and hit 142 500. What do you guys think? Good. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
What up? I won't listen. Sorry, man. I won't.
What do you think about first target to be 142 650, and then second target will be 142 500, and then continue up.
Yeah, if it breaks 650, I think you could well get 500. But 650, I think it's going to be pretty solid.
Right.
If you look to the left on the 1 hour, all the way across, you can see it's like a zone where it kind of consolidated.
In the 1 hour 650, not really. Like
Yeah,
in the
man.
1 hour.
Yeah, zoom out. It's
Yeah,
further,
you
further
gotta
back though.
go to the left, yeah.
Yeah. That's where it is now. It's between the top and the bottom of that range.
Right.
It was a while ago.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Oh, on the 50-minute.
No, you gotta go on the 30 or the 1 hour and you see it. It's to the left.
No, it's to the left, but I don't see any consolidation on the 30-minute. Yes, it's around 650, but that was recent.
It's
Oh, Matt, I was going to shout, man. It's a bit of a mess, but you see what I'm talking about.
Oh, all the way back to
Yeah.
like February 12th. Oh, shit, February 5th. Yeah, I see it.
Oh, don't worry about that.
Yeah,
Rakeel. That's just
that
that's just
arrow.
Okay.
That arrow, right? That left one.
yeah. I was just
I wouldn't worry that much about that. You know, just take it in consideration. What the heck? What is that?
Yo, someone's sleeping.
Falling asleep.
That won't be a UK person.
It wasn't me this time. It wasn't me.
Whoever's doing that on a stream needs to be kicked.
Yeah, the show's gonna kill you. Or kick you.
Ooh, GJ came down.
Oh, DJ, come on, hit target.
Yeah, GJ's good.
What is that, bro?
Oh, is it someone called Kaval?
Oh, Caval's in the bathroom.
Nah, come on.
Alright, I'm closing my GJ for 10 pips. I'm happy.
Yeah, me too.
Kerwin?
I swear.
Yeah.
Man.
Where the fuck did you come from? As you keep on ripping. Yeah, it definitely should keep on going down. Down.
We had the same thing happen yesterday on the 4 hour.
What?
This what's happening now.
It broke
Same-
down?
Yep, same type of thing, and then we got a heavy push after.
Heavy push up? Yo, what is that, bro?
That's Peter, right?
Somebody's drinking milkshake,
Peter.
and the milkshakes are already gone.
Fucking Peter.
Oh, that sounded like he was asleep.
Yeah, it sounded like snoring.
But he's unmuting himself to do it.
Peter.
Ooh, what's this? Your JPY. Buy if candle closes above 120.013. Yeah, that makes sense. That'll be like a little bit of a retracement up. It's a support down over here and like resistance, making another support. Yeah, it makes sense. Let's see here. No news. We got Fed chair speaking later on.
Oh, yeah, he's speaking about the coronavirus.
No. The Federal Reserve will never speak about the coronavirus back.
Well, that's what I just heard on the news.
Oh, okay. Might be someone else. Might be somebody else. Oh, wow. GG.
Good thing I closed.
Yeah.
That level was solid, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Gee, it looks like it pulled up its pants.
Yeah. That level range from before was a pretty solid level.
Did a somersault.
But it did this yesterday on the 4 hour. Pulled down. and then the next 4 hours is solid push, like create a new high.
If the current 15-minute candle closed bearish on gold, are you closing it? No, I'm leaving it open. I'm leaving it open because if this is closing bearish, but the 30-minute is still open, and the 15-minute, I mean, if this 15-minute closed below the previous one, then I would have closed half positions. But since it's closing the way it is and the 30-minute is still open, I'm leaving my positions open. I'm leaving them as it is. But what I am going to do is I'm going to keep an eye on this low here, because the 15-minute about to close, which is the half close of the 30-minute candle, and if the 30-minute has made a low around 1566.30, then the next 15-minute shouldn't go below that low, you know, because now the 30-minute candle should create a high. If it's going to go up, it's created a higher low, and now it's going to create a higher high. I mean, that's what I'm anticipating, for it to create a higher high. So let's see what happens. If it happens, it happens. If I lose, I lose.
Uh-oh.
Someone's recording.
Someone went deep on lots.
Nah, I was trying to, no, it wasn't a order. I'm just messing with my terminal.
Yeah, I do that sometimes. I start adjusting things so it goes.
Yeah. I tried to adjust my market watch and it just did that stupid thing.
Shit, look at GJ's just doing on engulfing right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just gonna keep on dropping.
Yeah, it broke below that area there, and now it's just gonna
melt.
Yeah, should continue.
Selling bias here on GJ.
Who's some buys?
I got another entry. I'm looking for 142.50, 530. Let's see.
Yeah, sensible to that wick.
Nice.
Yeah, to that wick, man. That's sensible. I like it.
Yeah.
So guys, I see this on GJ. It's broke through that support. So I'm waiting for an entry, and if it doesn't pull back, then I don't get a trade, right?
If it doesn't pull back, then there's what?
So on the half an hour, I'm waiting for the half hour to close, and if it's just too close there, then I don't do my entry. I wait for the thing to pull back a bit, and then get a bearish candle coming in my direction. That's where like I'm looking at the trade.
Yeah. So basically, before even looking at that, where's your stop loss going to be?
Well, where it will be, I'll wait for, say, it goes a bit bullish, and then the bearish candle, it'll be on top of the bearish candle.
Okay, I think a good stop is going to be around like 142.770. Yeah, I think that's going to be a good stop, because like that's saying that, okay, like, you know what, if price will head down, then price should not go above this area.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, you know, because like if price goes above this area, then your stop is going to be up over here. To say that, okay, if price comes above this area and my stop is here, then this is where price might start to continue going up, or it might start to range in this range here. So if I was in this trade, I'd have my stop right there. If I was looking for a, like, you know, like a re-entry or something, because if we measure how far is that is from current market price, that's around like 11 pips. That'd be waiting. Ideally, if I would want to sell, I'd want to see a candle to come up to this level here and then create some sort of a bearish candle to take a sell.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. Then that's kind of what I
Well, a
envisage.
little, well, like a light pullback.
Yeah, that way, and then get a candle in my direction, and go from there.
That could happen. Or it could just melt down.
All right, what's going on with gold here?
To be honest, gold doesn't look good to me.
Gold was looking better earlier than
Yeah.
GJ. Now it looks worse.
Problem with gold. Problem with gold. We already retest with this wick. We already retest most of this area. So this candle has a little TT right there. It's not enough range for me. But I mean, I'm still in my buy based on Raja's position. So I'm gonna hold. I think the stop loss is pretty good. Let's see. But I don't really like it. I'm gonna trust my teacher on this.
I'm gonna trust my teacher.
Yes.
Oh yes, right here I'm taking 50% off. Just took off 50% of my position here from gold because the 15-minute broke the low.
Yeah, teacher.
Yeah, because the 15-minute broke the low, so I'm exercising trade management.
Okay.
Yeah, Cohen, you better pay attention.
Yeah.
Manage that trade. I mean, gold on the hour still looks pretty good, but it's just the previous one didn't have much of a wick.
Yeah,
but I think you still got that other wick to fill, but it's a pretty solid level, that 67 too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the only reason I took a sell was buy was based on the 4 hour, how we had this huge rejection.
Yeah.
In London, we had this huge rejection, and then this 4 hour went all the way up to 1567, and then it retraced. So in my head, I'm thinking that, okay, if this 4 hour candle started 2 hours ago, this is just now retracing to continue moving up.
Yeah, I think you're right. You get that push in New York. I think that's just similar to GJ. I've got it like retracing now in my head, and then we'll get the same push as we did yesterday. Hopefully, if we collect enough orders now.
Yeah, like I was expecting it to continue moving up, but it didn't. So I removed half of my percentage risk here, and I'm just gonna let it run.
The only thing that would put me off on it is that if you look on our 67.2 level, that is basically the top of them candles you're on now. That's pretty solid to the left.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. But I see what you mean with the 4 hour makes sense too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay in this trade. I'm just.
Oh yeah.
That's the way I trade.
Oh yeah, man. Do your thing, man.
Hey.
That's the way I trade.
Macaroni.
Quick question for you.
Yes.
Yeah, if you look at that 1 hour time frame on gold, and the two bullish candle, I don't know what kind of story it's telling, because there was a wick to the upside, right? Then the second candle had a wick to the downside, without not enough wick to the upside. Is that? I'm not saying it's a sign for reversal. I am sure we still have to wait for a 1 hour candle close, a bearish close. But that two candles is kind of like I don't know if it's an indecision candle or something. In my opinion, I don't know if I'm wrong, but I thought I should just bring that to your attention.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Well, what I'm expecting is that this candle, when it made this big wick, this is like it grabbed liquidity to go up, right? So I'm expecting the 1 hour to flip bullish from here as well, and to go up to 1568. That's my trade, and for that trade I have my stop loss down over here. If it doesn't work out, I have my stop down here and TP up over here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I'm looking for it to like flip here, flip bullish, come and fill this wick here, and then come to this resistance at 1568.
Hey, Raja.
Hey.
I noticed that sometimes you don't take off risk when the 15-minute low is broken. I guess it's scenario specific.
Yeah.
So how do you determine?
Scenario specific, how I feel at that point, how much money I have on the line. It totally depends on that. It totally depends on that.
No set system.
No set system, nothing to be very specific about.
Yeah, it's like your personal appetite for risk, I think.
Yeah, like I had a 2-lot open, so when I took off risk, I basically took off $27. Right, like, I mean, whatever. So if this hits my stop loss, I'm losing around $160. Ooh, what's this? Someone sent a chart. Real GBP, solid downtrend, stop loss here, entry here, take profit. Yeah, I think at this level you need to see some sort of a resistance forming here before taking a sell. Because I'm looking at two things right now. I'm looking to close gold as this 30-minute candle closes bearish in 3 minutes, and I'm looking to see if there's going to be some sort of a rejection at 142.730 area on GJ for me to take.
Yeah, I'm seeing it now.
Man, why you cut me off? Why, man? Come on. Haven't anyone taught you some manners? You can't cut people off like that, man. Come on, man.
The ice is getting thinner.
Man, Mac just comes in like a...
No, man, don't get him wrong. It's because he always likes to agree with you. He wants to say yes.
But he agrees too fast. Yeah, so right over here, I got out of gold. Because, you know, it's not closing the way I hoped it would close. So I took that 5 pip loss.
I've been waiting for gold out of the bushes. I've been waiting in
69 plus, I think.
15, 69, somewhere there.
Yeah, but 69 and a half.
71, easy.
Okay. Yeah, I was looking at 69 and a half. I think sensible place.
Yeah, man.
For what?
EG looks promising if it could create a support. Because it broke out of that consolidation. I mean, looks nice.
Because when this 30-minute candle moves deep down to 65.50, and the next one is gonna be retesting 65 flat. So I wanna hold that trend on.
Yeah, 65 is pretty solid.
Yeah. Basically, I wanna Yeah, GG is looking better.
15-minute retest on GJ. Yeah, I was looking at that as well. I was actually looking at that as well. I was actually looking at the 30-minute in a way that it has closed below these three candles.
Yeah.
And I was hoping to have my stop up over here for a continuation down.
Yeah, stop loss is not that big, you know. If you're not in, you may wait for a retest. 142.750. And that's an easy target.
I think this
The
is
problem
correct.
with gold is that gold may dip down to here right now. And the next candle is gonna be retesting probably this area. So basically, this is the area I wanna start looking for something happening on gold. But right now, man, it's messy.
Okay, what's this chart? Gold, 4 hour. Waiting for the candle to close below the zone to enter off the retest. Perfect. Nice. So you're looking for sells below 1565. Good. I guess a lot of people are looking for EJ buys. Is there a way to turn off the music in the background? Yes. If you close the stream, the music goes away. It's a very like a relaxing music, I think.
Yeah, man.
But you guys on Zoom can't hear it. But on YouTube, it's going. Buy stop entry. Oh, a lot of people are looking for EJ buys. I've been getting a lot of charts.
Yeah, you see, that's why it's important to cut losses, right away. Gold is dipping.
I think if you're looking for EJ buys, you have a very good opportunity here. Now, this will be based on probability, right? Because the 30-minute closed bullish, it closed at a support while creating support, which was resistance yesterday. So then you can say that, okay, maybe like a stop could be down here around 119.940. Which is what? Oh man, it's like a 6 pip stop. Yeah, then you're probably expecting it to come to 120, 100, but there's a lot of consolidation here, so you'll have to keep that in mind as well. Oh, someone said this the best. Never copy trade. That's bad for your trading health. That's true. Raja's good at what he does. That's why he's consistent. Be you, don't be Raja. Yeah. Sometimes I have losses, but then sometimes I have wins too. But I'm never going to overtrade to counter that loss. It doesn't make sense in my head. See, if you're looking for sells on GJ, this is the point where you start waiting. This is where you start looking at it like an eyes of a hawk. Right, okay, GJ. Raja basically knows when to put a 10 lot, when to put a 2 lot. I think it depends on how confident I am, because with this gold buys, if price was down, if I entered down over here, I would have entered like a bigger lot, you know. But since price was up over here and I entered late, so I used lower risk. I used a lower lot because then as the move is happening, the continuation of the move it becomes much more risky. So you always have to keep that in mind. Oh, gold is dropping now. See, that was a good close. Man, I get happy because of two things. Take profit and a good close.
A sensible close, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, gold's in a bad spot. It's ranging between 1568 and 1565.
Yeah. I think 69.5, I was saying. Ted, I don't know if you...
Yeah, I mean...
Still a bit
it's weird because I want to take, if it does continue to drop, you want to take sells, but it's just not dropping strong enough. If you get what I mean. I'm in a buy with GJ. I've been in it since last night.
Work now.
Yeah, I've been in at, I got in 142.360, so.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I think we've held support right now, so we should continue to move up.
Yeah. So I was thinking on 4 hours doing exactly the same as it did yesterday.
Yep.
Oh, so you think this move down was the liquidity grab to continue going? Oh, okay.
Yep. Okay. Because you have this area here. Right? So all we're doing is we're tapping, and then this is basically the top of the range. So what I'm anticipating is that we will continue to do this, and then eventually go somewhere there, hopefully.
That's 43, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, makes sense that. Sadly, I'm on sells.
Oh, I mean, you could probably dip a bit. I mean, like I'm in a spot where I'm okay because it broke above that resistance level at like 142.400 we were talking about yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, because since yesterday when we went on the stream with Chris, I was explaining to him about the news release, and then I was expecting GJ to break above 142.250 to get my entries, and my targets was gonna be 142.800.
Right.
I know that the 800s area is a strong area. So
Yep. Yeah, it worked out well this morning as well. Following that movement, same as yesterday, man. Very similar.
Yeah, I was able this morning to grab 20 pips on GJ. On the streaming, but you was looking for coffee at McDonald's?
Yeah, I had to go out this morning, but I was in the trade from 42, I think. 42, 43, something similar to that. And I had to pop out. And then it's pretty cool actually, but I put TP at 650 and it closed there, and then obviously it ran to like 850 or something, 900 nearly, but it's fine. Still good 20. It was good 20 pips or whatever it was. Yeah, it's a good trade though.
Yeah, I kind of have an opposite bias to GJ. Like, I have my biases. I'm waiting for this area to get rejected so I can take a sell coming back down.
Is that just based on that time frame, Rakeel? Or
yeah,
are you
it's based on like how this 30-minute candle broke below these candles here, and plus also there was a lot of consolidation here. So I think for me personally to look for buys, I'd look for buys above 142.800.
Did you look in the Zoom chat at all?
Or this current candle should be a fake out.
No, not breakup. Oh yeah, now I see it. Now I
It's
see it.
just, I haven't even said it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think so. But I think, like Tessa said, you can, between now and New York, you could potentially get back down to that level. I think anyway, it does make sense to take a sell.
Yeah.
But I think this is just the consolidation part before we get a big movement again. Just the 4 hour, it's kind of forming exactly the same as yesterday as well.
Oh, someone asked a question here.
I'm risking 5 pips on this trade. Took an entry at 750 and my stop loss at 800 about this 30 minute. If she break above that area, then I'm out.
Guys, Raja, what's the relation between spreads and pips in relation to entry? I don't know that question.
Chris, that's a good analysis.
Thanks, dude. Appreciate it.
What's the relation between pips, spread, and entry? I think you need to go read baby pips and read the definitions on pips, spreads, and entries. Oh, what's this? USDCGF. TP1, take 60% and putting 40% on break even, letting it run. Perfect. I think where your arrow is, this is a zone. So, oh, okay, that's your TP1. Okay, perfect. Makes sense. Have a good stream, boys. Have a good life, Jeevan. Have a good life. Oh, gold 30 minute. Entered on close below support. Oh, nice. Something gold sells. Yeah, gold is just getting a little messy now. I don't like it anymore. GJ's coming back in that range. Ted's winning here now.
I was just going to say, Ted, where did you say you were? 360, did you say? Entry? Oh, it's probably gone.
What's up?
I was just going to say, where did you say it entered? 360? I was just looking back to see.
142, 360. Yeah, just after the breakout.
Yeah, okay, I see. Ah, cool. Nice work, man.
It was ranging on the hourly. And then
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Yeah, nice. And the hourly looks good now. There's that. There's that order. Grab that.
Order.
Order.
I'm going to set me some buy
Hit my
stops.
stop loss.
What pairs would be smart to trade with a small account? I think any pair is smart to trade with a small account. What is promo code? There's no promo code. Hey Raja, TYSM for this live stream. Oh, thank you so much for this live. Okay, perfect. Yeah, things are just garbage. Like a lot of guys are in EJ buys. I think it can work out for them. Gold here is just dirty. I mean, if you remove this, if you go to the 1 hour, it looked good to go up, but now it doesn't. I mean, there's this range over here, and then there's this mess. Well, this is a clean move down, but then above it, it's all messy. And 1564, 1565, it's all messy. Man, GJ, if you're in GJ buys, you're doing good. If you're in sells, not so much.
Usually how it works. You can't have
yeah,
winners.
exactly. Usually how it goes.
Yeah. One then the other.
Yeah, I set some buy stops.
It was interesting because I mean, gold did drop yesterday, but it did recover fully. So it's scary what gold's doing. So I just rather wait until gold breaks out now and just let everything else do its thing.
Yeah, I like the wicks on a 4 hour on gold from that level of like 65.
Yeah, that support has been held on gold. Like even last night, I started to watch it drop, and it still pulled all the way back.
Yeah.
Like it just seems like it's trapping people into a sell, and then it just rips right back up again.
Yeah. It's that, I don't know, that news kind of kicked in a bit yesterday, didn't it, to be fair? What they were talking about. Kind of had a bit of an impact, didn't it?
Oh yeah, it did. Yeah, it was hilarious because I'm like, oh, 1568 will hold, and then it just drops to 1568.
I thought about you actually.
I'm like, all right, well that was fun. Stopped out again.
Yeah, there's your 82%.
Yeah, and then it just flies back up to like 1568, 1570 again. So it's like, all right, cool.
Yeah, when we get back to 74, 75 level, it's going to be so much easier. But it's a little way off yet.
My trading style is aggressive, like in bed.
Oh yeah, that TikTok was good, man. I just remember that. Someone just said it. That cracked me up, that did.
Yeah, it was really good. The funny thing is, I only did legs that day and my whole body was swole. What's your TikTok handle? It's private. If you find it, you find it. Do you take an hour break after your winning trades also? Yes. So right now I am in no trades. 0 trades. Because you see I took a loss over here, 5 pips. Closed the position early and now we're just chilling.
Okay.
The best position to be in is to be in no position. That's the best position. To be in no position. I still think gold is gonna go up. I mean, 4R rejected this. This is a huge rejection, man. This is the same rejection we get from yesterday too.
I agree. It's gonna go up on Friday.
Friday?
Friday. There's gonna be a random spike on Friday. It's gonna go up $15 for no reason. This week it'll just range, and Friday afternoon or Friday morning it'll just fly up and we'll be like, why is gold doing this? Nobody knows.
I think I'm gonna close GJ. GJ saw 2 pips and drop down. Okay.
Yeah, yesterday we had some moves early, and now today we don't have any. It's just ranging. Some days you sell everything, and some days you don't have anything to sell because no one buys it. That's what's happening right now. There's nothing to do today.
Probably the moves is gonna start around 10 a.m.
If you have GJ cells open right now and you entered somewhere down over here and you're hoping for it to come back down, then you really need to reevaluate to see where all your learning is coming from. Because this 30-minute candle closed below the support. Okay, perfect. But when you look on the 15 minute, the 15 minute were still bullish. So when they were still bullish, this means they weren't in your direction.
Yeah.
So you needed a bearish candle at this level to form, and then you could say, okay, now I can enter a sell to continue down to, you know, wherever you want it to go. But candles did not end in your direction. They closed bullish. I also wanted to enter a sell, but I didn't because the candles were bullish. So, you know, either it's going to be a buy or it's going to be a sell. You just have to wait.
Yeah, I closed because I don't like the 15-minute candle that we had bullish.
Please describe GJ's personality. See, GJ is like that fast car on the road, and there's a 15-year-old driving it. That's what GJ is. Can you draw a trend line on GG all the way from the Brexit vote spike to now? It perfectly hit it today. No, I think you can send a chart and show us all. That'll work. So there's what, 1 hour left? No, 10 minutes left for NY Open. Okay. Gonna go get some coffee and hopefully we get a close below 142.730 and then I can take a sell. Coming down. That would be a good idea.
What's your target on GJ, Ted?
Chris, I just noticed this Telegram group.
What? Oh yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, get in there, man.
Yeah, man. It's
I'll
good.
chat in there anytime, man.
Silence. Silence.
I'm just considering what to do with my buy stops. To be honest, I don't want to get caught.
Chris, have you got buy stops on GB? Sorry, pound yen, is it?
GJ, yeah.
Where have you got them?
About 830, 50, something. About 850, I think. Where is it?
Oh,
Yeah,
you got it.
850. Yeah. Well, I'm just waiting to see. I don't want to get caught. Just in case this hour pulls back quick. I was kind of expecting it the next hour.
Can you please give insight about broker hedging on clients? I'm confused about that question. Whatever the only concern you should have with your broker is they respond to you when you have a concern, your deposits go in and your withdrawals come out. I think that's the basis of trading inside a brokerage. If a broker hedges everyone's position and they decide that that's what they want to do, as long as it doesn't affect your withdrawals or deposits or how your order moves, I don't understand. It would be like someone else buying GJ or someone else selling GJ and someone's buying GJ right now. Their order doesn't affect your order. People are doing what they want. That's confused. I think people read too much into brokerages like there's some mythical creature. I always laugh. The people talk about brokerages, never worked in one, never owned one, just make up magical stories because they read it on the internet. Opinion on crypto trading. No, it's good. It's a bull market right now. Updates on gold ranging and apart from going up on Friday. Well, that's pretty much all I got. I don't know more updates would there be? So when I look at my high time frame, I can see 143 on 300 GJ is achievable today. What do you think? Yeah, I'm in a buy, so I hope it does that. What were your biggest breakthroughs in trading? Patience. How long did it take you to become consistent? About 36 minutes. So earlier this morning, I was having problems trading, and then I learned how to trade afterwards. Can't ask those kind of questions because you're going to get stupid answers. How much money to start with? How long is it going to take you to be profitable? How long is it going to take you to become consistent? All those questions are irrelevant because everybody comes from different backgrounds, different education levels, different ages, different ways of life, and everyone will have a different journey.
Don't forget lot size.
So get that out of your head of the how long will it take me to be consistent, or how long did it take you? You can't answer those questions. That's like looking at someone's girlfriend and saying she's ugly, and the guy with her thinks she's beautiful. So who's right? Like, just think of it that way. What is a liquidity grab? When there is a move to the opposite end of the trend for no specific reason, and then it pulls up. Yeah, he asked how long it would take you so he can compare it to himself. I know where the question's going. People ask those questions, how long did it take you to do something, because they want to put a baseline comparison on how long it should take them. And then what they do is they put themselves into a box saying, well, if this person took them 6 months, it should take me 6 months or around there. And when it doesn't start happening, they get frustrated. That's why they're asking the question. I already know 3 steps ahead why the question is coming up, so I answer in full detail. This stream is to explore mindset of retail trader. Sorry to say the method you trade is unclear, but it looks like breakout with any specific rules. Can you explain the rules? Yeah, definitely. When we have consolidation above this current area over here, we would be looking to take trades above that to the next zone. So your next zone is probably up here somewhere based on the higher time frames, and you'd be looking to take a trade breaking out to that level over here. Similar to this breakout that happened up here, and you saw that we ranged in this area. So exactly what Raja talked about here, if target 142.730 breaks, you would be probably taking sells to appropriate targets based on your trading plan. And here now, if you're already in buys, you're looking for this level to break and head up over here. So that's pretty much a specific rule. We do this on a regular basis. We also based our information on higher time frames and what the overall time frames look like, so that you have a good entry, a good exit, and you are managing your trades accordingly. Thanks, Wix don't lie, just lost 100 euros. Oh, that's pretty cool.
An expensive stream.
What is a clear indication Forex ain't for me? Well, it's when you are not enjoying Forex. That's probably why it's not for you. You should be able to trade Forex with a penny lot and enjoy Forex. And if you don't enjoy Forex because of that, then you're not doing it for the right reasons. Why do you favor the 30-minute chart for entries? It just seems a little bit cleaner from the hour. And you can actually look for a little bit of a closer, I guess more of an exact position to get in, rather than waiting for the hourly to close. This life is hell. Yeah. So that is a good indication that maybe trading isn't for you. If you look at maybe basketball players or professional athletes, a lot of people can't play the professional athlete role, but they can play the trainer role. They can play the equipment manager role. They want to be around the sport, but they're just not good at the sport. So maybe trading now, you're going to look to build things related to trading, like a new trading terminal for traders, maybe a magic keypad, things like that, where it enhances traders' ability to do things. So it's something to keep in mind. Losing. Our buy stops above 142.88 better than 142.850. Well, I mean, once again, what's your stop loss? You should look at your stop loss first and then determine if that makes sense. Are you a former teacher of some sort? Nope, I'm a continuous student. So yeah, I mean, like I said, you have opportunity If you like trading, there's other aspects of trading. Arvind, you can see across the top left the positions that we're taking. Does Raja sell magic keys because he sucks at trading? No, he's passionate about trading, and he added something else to the trading environment.
Oh wow, this thing broke up.
It did.
Nice.
But it's not out of it yet.
No, I moved my stops up a little bit higher actually, because I don't like the prop, no wick.
Yeah. Well, I hope this candle, this 8 o'clock candle, just pulls all the way up. Like it'll just spike up, and then that'll create a new high. That's
I was
fun.
hoping. That's what I was hoping for.
Very nice, man.
Yeah. When gold moves certain direction at 8 a.m. from your experience, what you say it moves same direction at 9:30? Not necessarily. Use MetaTrader 4 or 5. MetaTrader 5. Yeah. Sometimes people step away from the stream. It's okay. I'm 83 years old. Can I become a member of Forex Family? Nope. Forex Family is closed to new memberships, but you can join Market Fluidity.
Yeah, you need to be between 18 and 65. Sorry, you can't.
Oh, there you go. Answer confirmed.
That's the legal age.
Yeah, between 18 and 65. So there you go. Liquidity grab versus rejection. So let's talk about that. So we're going to go through rather quickly. Looks like rejection. Looks like liquidity grab. Color of candle. There you go.
Good example.
Perfect example. What happened to Wakar and Rag that were mentioned in the podcast? They died. What are the differences between Forex Family and Market Fluidity? I thought they were one thing. Nope, they're not. That's the advantages of doing things on your own. What are macro data influencing GJ? Well, the same macro data that would influence any other economy, because they are a country. Gold in the New York session is affected by gold itself and the US dollar. So does that mean US dollar is affected by gold? Nope. The gold is affected by multiple factors: the equity market, economic problems or instability in the US, and also geopolitical events. Rag was a good boy, rest his soul. Yeah, rest his soul. We went to his funeral like 3 years ago. It was a sad day. What kinds of questions do you enjoy getting in the streams? Well, questions that are thought-provoking and that actually require some sort of discussion. Not these yes-no answers. I started trading a month back and lost 10% of my equity so far. Should I stop trading and learning, or should I learn from my trading mistakes? Well, you're probably going to learn from your trading mistakes, and you should ask yourself why you lost 10%. Would GJ be safe buy if 30-minute closes above the top gray area but below that higher top wick? Well, once again, where are you placing your stop? That's always the question that you're going to do first. What's the first thing I should know before I do my first trade? Where your stop loss is. There you go. Do you keep a trading journal? See, this is a yes and no answer. Yes. Does it worry you that the 1 hour on GJ doesn't have a bottom wick? It does, but I'm in way below that bottom that wick. And I also look right now as an example on the hourly that Raj has provided us here, as this could be a lot of liquidity in this area here. So similar to the ideas we talked about yesterday about where are these orders going to go. So right now, the question you ask yourself is, if that big candle has a bunch of orders Are they going up or down? Right? So think, all these people in this little section here, let me see if I can do a little. All these people in this section over here, they all took positions. So now you have to ask yourself, where are those positions going? So every time you see those kind of movements, that means in that section, there is a lot of people taking orders, and they have to go they have to go somewhere to be like, to be general. They have to move somewhere. So the question is, where are they moving? Right? And the thing is too, when you see this area, this box that I've drawn, at any given time, price can return back in here, grab more orders again, and drive further up afterwards. This is the point of trading where people get absolutely murdered in, because what'll happen is you're going to take a trade at the top of that range, right? And you're going to have your stop. So you're going to take a trade over here, right? So you're going to say, Ted, I want to take a trade. My stop loss is going to be here. It's going to hit maybe here, and it's going to go all the way back in. And you're going to be like, what the hell just happened? And then you're going to close because it's deep. And then it's going to go all the way back up. And then you're going to take an entry again. And it's going to go all the way back into it. And you're going to be like, oh, close again. And then it's going to go all the way back up, and that's when it's going to shoot out. So now, when you look at the current situation that GJ is on the hour, you have to ask yourself, do I like what's happening with the way these candles are moving? Because we really don't have a lot of strength in the bodies of these candles. So maybe the opportunity was over here with this strong candle here, and this isn't an opportunity, and we have to wait. And maybe we have to have orders a little bit higher once this area here that we're looking at, this area here, consolidates and forms a new support. And maybe the support starts to form at like 142.750. And maybe that's what you have to wait for. And maybe you miss the breakout as it moves up because there wasn't a good entry. That's okay. What you have to do then is you have to say, okay, well, how would I have caught this entry previously? Well, maybe you would have had to go to the last hour and watch it dip down into that area that it dipped right over here on the smaller time frames and start trying to take a position on the anticipation that it was going to continue to break further up. Right? So you have to understand these little concepts and say to yourself, at this point, this is going to be very, very tough to trade in, just because of the fact that we have wicks on the upside and then we have wicks to the downside. So it's going to be very, very tough to get an entry in this area. And what I can clearly see is the opportunity was over here. Right? So what you would have said is you would have said this. You would have looked and you would have said, hey, this candle over here broke up. If this wick over here fails to drop, and now I'm starting to fill this wick, now when it breaks out, I can now move my stop over to here, and I can ride all this other crap here, so it can bounce around before it continues up. But I caught the breakout. I could either close my trade, or I could then hold it and let it keep running because now we're at a new level. So those are the things that you're going to be looking for in terms of your trading idea. Maybe you have a different trading idea. Maybe you want to do something different, but that makes a lot of sense. Why don't you play back and forth until it breaks? Because you don't know when it's going to break, and you're playing with fire by doing that. So you're going to take a sell at that point and hope it goes down. And then if it doesn't go down, then you get stopped out, and now you're taking buys because now it's supposed to be going up. So you got to be very careful with that kind of idea. I mean, people were doing that with gold yesterday, and that worked, and people were happy. But just for me, it doesn't make sense. Why don't you draw trend lines? Don't like them. What other factors move the crypto market? I don't know. I don't trade crypto. How to avoid false breakout after breakout continuation trade? If we knew how to do that, we'd all be billionaires. Will the wick fill theory stop working someday in the future? Probably not, because there's always orders being entered into the market. Oh, gold is back in the range.
Yeah, welcome to gold.
Yeah. Ted, is your bias still long on the higher time frame scale for gold? Yes, it is. I just don't like where it is right now. How much detail do you put into your journal entries? As much detail as you need. There is no wrong way to journal. This trading is an open book test. Do you scale out of your trades? Nope. Ted, can you take a look at UJ? Nope, but you can post a chart. Did you sell USD CAD already? Nope. How do you anticipate bigger moves than wick fills analysis on higher time frames? I don't understand that question. Ted, do I trade crypto? Nope. I always am entertained when people just make random comments. Sell gold. Sure.
Go on.
Sure. Right away. If you don't post charts, I don't care what you think gold is going to do or a pair is going to do. You're just talking to the air. Ask the stupid question for gold. Is not necessary by US correct? Other major events from other countries can affect it. Well, yeah, gold is the safe haven. Ted, what do you think of the CFA? It's very difficult and it's highly overrated, but you do need it for investment banking. How important is a good night's sleep in trading? The same importance as eating a well-balanced meal. So if you can function without eating, you can probably function without sleeping. Can you please check your AUD? I'm stuck in that trade. Nope. The reason why you're stuck in that trade is because you did not plan effectively. Short-term trend for gold is bearish. Sure. Whatever you think the short-term trend is, to do whatever it does. That's cool. You do you.
That's it. Your opinion.
That's it. You guys talk, just post opinions and all this other stuff. That's cool. You guys do you. You figure out what makes sense to you. You don't post charts. You don't give analysis. All you do is just talk. That's cool. Whatever you think is the right answer is the right answer, because there's no validity by just talking about things. Would you trade after the breakout candle is closed to continue the momentum? Depends on what my plan is. Right? You trade according to a plan. So does that include my plan? I don't know. What's the structure of the market? Why did it do what it did? Right? You're trying to solve Forex. A lot of people are computer programmers or people that at their job, they're task workers, where if they complete a task, they move on to the next one, so they know that that's the next event. Trading is not like that. Trading is essentially a probability, and it's using a set of rules that you're comfortable with and applying it to probability and saying, hey, I've noticed 8 out of 10 times or 6 out of 10 times this has happened, and I'm seeing the same thing again, I will execute based on this set of rules, and I will hope the outcome is positive.
What's up?
Oh, what's this? GJ. 1
Do,
hour.
do, do.
Hey, dude. Arnie. I think with what's happening with GJ is like GJ will need to break this level above to go further higher. If it doesn't break above 142,800, it's not going higher.
It's just created a good wick now at least on 30 minutes. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm still gonna wait for sells here in GJ if it comes down.
Mm-hmm.
What is the probability of profiting and losing for an expert trader? I don't think I'm an expert trader, but for me it's around like 80%, 75%. Heavy impact news in 2 hours 9 minutes. Thank you. If you want to trade but haven't been to a casino, consider going to one to view the similarities. Oh, yeah, that's absolutely true. But the one good thing about the casino is in the casino people are more, I think majority of the people are more disciplined, because when you go to the casino, if you're a new casino player or if you're new, like, you know, if you're just gonna go for fun, you're gonna go with maybe $100 or $200-300, and once that's gone, then you're done. You're like, okay, you know what? Now it's time to go home. This is the money I came with. I blew it, and I'm okay with it, and now I'm gonna just go home. But in trading, the thing is, if you have an account of $5,000 and you come through the day saying that, okay, I'm going to risk maybe $100, that $100 risk goes out the window really fast because you have access to $5,000. So in casino, people are more risk averse. In trading, people are less risk averse. But primarily, trading has I don't know, like if you're disciplined in trading, you have a high percentage of winning. You just have to wait. Someone sent another chart. I still think GJ is going to come down because it's rejecting that level 142,800. What's this? GJ 30 minute break and close above 142,900 buy. Okay, makes sense. It's not a buy so far. For a buy, candles have to close above this area. How did you get an account with Traders Domain if they don't accept Canadians? I used crypto.
Why not 55? I think you are going down a rabbit hole that isn't necessary for your life. I think you're asking these questions because you don't want to focus on trading. That's like looking at tires on a car and saying, hey, that tire has a little bit less tread. I don't think I should drive my car. You're looking at details that won't necessarily impact you. Obviously, tires are important for a car, but you know when to change your tires and when to move on based on just the amount of kilometers or miles you put on them as well. So looking at all these little intricate things, you're just going to paralyze yourself into not doing anything. If you're worried about what brokers are doing and how they're doing it and why they're doing it, I don't even understand that whole idea of a broker hedging positions. It makes no sense to me. I don't. Why would I want to take counter positions of people when I'm collecting commissions and spreads and making fees, like making money off fees? Why do I care whether you're in a winning or losing position? I don't pay your position.
Why do you guys mostly trade GJ? Because that's the only pair I look at now, GJ and gold. Oh wow, gold pulled right back. Gold is going to. Ooh. Someone said sell.
That's what I mean. Like people don't look, they don't know enough about, they don't pay attention enough to characteristics of pairs, and they just make assumptions, and they're like, so it's like, nope, seen this happen before.
Nobody's patient, man.
Nope. Ted, please sell gold. Nope. That's a negative, Ghost Rider. Not selling gold. Ted, may I have your thoughts on algorithms? Sure, they're great. Now what? If you notice now, GJ is back into that range again. So what you can do now is you can start to anticipate and say, hey, listen, if we continue to go down, maybe I can put a buy stop back in where that previous zone is, and maybe get it moving back up if it decides to go that way. So I can potentially get an entry. Right? If that's what you trade, instead of trying to catch the top, now you're giving an opportunity to catch maybe a little bit of the middle to push up, and then your stop loss can be a little bit tighter. I wish Ted was my dad. No, you don't.
Trust me on this.
I definitely don't.
No, you don't.
I
Who
wish.
said that?
Can you imagine
No,
the
you
abuse
don't.
you get?
Yep.
He's my dad.
Oh, come on, Mac. Be quiet.
Brokers have A book, B book, C book, D book, E book, G book, Q book. Whatever books you think they have, they have.
The Bible.
Yep. That's right. They have the Bible as well. Hey, someone entered me into a Valentine's giveaway. I appreciate that. Posting my name all over social media.
What do you win?
This Lennox Hotel in Miami Beach, someone posted a giveaway. So now they put my name down there as a giveaway.
You're giving away Ted.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Wow.
I don't know why people fall for that crap.
If you win a magic holiday, let me know.
I don't know.
That must be Mac.
Just to share a room.
Why did you think Casey would win the Super Bowl? Because some of my friends are big sports bettors, and I just went with the herd mentality. I actually collected my winnings last night. It was nice.
That's a good game, man.
125,000.
Oh, is that what you made from the... That's good work.
Football, yeah.
Good work. So, did you play poker the same night, did you?
Yeah, I played last night. Yeah, last night I made like 15,000 last night.
Easy work.
Where are your buys, your sells on GG?
Mm-hmm. Already in them.
Nice
That's
work.
why I'm asking you. I know you are in it.
Yeah, I entered around 142,792.
Nice. You beat me because I entered 142.81. I hope this 1 hour on gold finesse a lot of sellers.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It pulled right back up.
Yeah. And let's see, gold breaking above 1567 in the next 15 minutes or 30 minutes.
Oh, there you go, GJ.
Oh, yes. Keep going, GJ.
Yeah.
Don't you worry about that. We're good.
Don't worry about me.
Don't worry about me.
Yeah, it's a good trade if it moves enough.
Yes. Come on.
Come on.
I actually held GJ from 142 690.
Mac,
142 690.
nice. See,
Good job,
For a
Max.
fact, I was gonna get yeah, and then I took another sell right at the top.
that is
One-
over trading. Over trading. Man, this guy got a profitable trade in London and then he shows up to trade New York and then holds a drawdown. Come on.
Yeah.
Mac is a very, very nice guy, but he's a perfect example of a new trader.
I am a new trader.
Raja, you said.
Hey, Roger, could you go through your sell setup for GJ, please?
Yeah, so this candle when it was breaking up, right? When it was breaking up, so I guess we were expecting it to close above, but when it started to come down, I said, okay, you know what? If the 15-minute candle has closed below 142,800 and it has created a high, right? What are the chances that the 30-minute candle will eventually close below here, creating this high? So I took a entry at 142,790 with my stop at 142,888, which is above the 15-minute candle high, anticipating that was also the 30-minute candle high if it's going to close bearish. So it closed bearish. So then I was like, okay, perfect. Now I can just hold. And this next one fell down and I closed at around 10 pips.
Yeah, nice one. I think I completely missed that. That's why I was just waiting for it to close below the support zone.
Oh, okay.
And then, but the thing is, I've got to do it that way because I'm still learning the system.
You know, to be honest, I've seen this happen a lot of times, and every time I would wait for a candle to close back inside to take the sell. But this time, I was like, okay, you know what? This is, if it's not breaking up, if it has to break up, it's going to close bullish. Then there's no sells, right? And coming to the stream, my mind was in sells. So once this candle, like the 15-minute, it broke up, but then it closed back inside, then I said, okay, you know what? It's a matter of taking the risk. That's all what it came down to. That okay, if I can enter here and have my stop above here, which is like 6-7 pips, then I was okay to risk 6-7 pips to gain more than that.
Yeah, that looks good. That looks good.
Yeah.
I took the last entry on GJ based on 1 hour. Basically, if you look left, you're gonna see what is the reaction of that price when it reached the 142,800 area. So basically, that's why I took my entry. And I'm expecting GJ to hit 142,500s.
Like this, the one that I sent right now. Look at the chat.
Okay, what's going
on? Yes, sir.
That's
pretty awesome.
Where did you send that, man?
Yeah. Good job.
Thank you. So you see, I've been quiet, not repeating, not agreeing with anyone. So you guys want me, right?
Okay. Yeah, man.
What's this? Someone sent a chart. Alright, your JPY is now turning back up. That was hard support. Oh, someone sent a chart, but it's the wrong chart. I think you're a genuinely honest guy and trade from a brokerage with minimum bias. So yeah. Yeah, I think you need to have a minimum bias. I mean, when it was breaking up, my mind was shifting towards, okay, I'll wait for it to close bullish and then I'll take a buy to go further up. But then it started to, I guess you guys can watch the replay. Still not getting the logic behind Raja's current trade. Anyone, if you could explain simple language, please. I think the only reason you're not understanding the logic is because you don't understand how the candles close, right? So when you look at a 30-minute candle, a 30-minute candle has two 15-minute candles, right? So this is one 30-minute candle. In this one 30-minute candle, you will have one 15-minute candle like this, and then you might have another 15-minute candle like this, right? So if this 15-minute candle closes like this, then that means the 30-minute candle is still open. So then you can expect, so if you're expecting the 30-minute candle to go bearish, then you're expecting the second 15-minute candle of the 30-minute candle to continue going bearish. So when price goes bearish, price makes lower highs and lower lows. So then once this 15-minute candle is going bearish, you're expecting it to respect the high of the previous 15-minute candle, which you can say, okay, if I'm going to take a sell, I'm going to place a stop above here, because if you don't want this area to cross and then expect it to continue down, which in turn will make the 30-minute candle bearish. So if we look over here in this example here, the trade I took earlier, this was the first 15-minute candle of the previous 30-minute candle. So you have to bear with me here. This was the first 15-minute candle of the previous 30-minute candle. So when it closed below 142.800, I started to think to myself, okay, if it's rejecting that, what are the chances that the 30-minute candle will also close below 142.800? So for that to happen, I need the second 15-minute candle of the previous 30-minute candle, which is this one, to continue going bearish. So I was like, okay, perfect. This means I can take a sell, keep my stop above here, because now I'm expecting the second 15-minute candle of the 30-minute candle to go bearish. And it did. So that was my whole trade idea. If this is confusing, I think you need to go read about candlesticks and how they form and how multiple candlesticks create one solid higher time frame candle.
That's no, that really makes sense. Actually, it really kind of clarified it a lot more.
Oh, okay.
It's very good. Right, it's very good.
Yeah, it's all about like being aware of like, you know, where what time of the hour we're in, or what time of the 4-hour or the 30-minute we're in. The Gritty Trader sent a chart. Man, the heating is off at my house. Previous support expected to be resistance. Clean move up. Price came down. Oh, nice. That's good. Doesn't the 4-hour candle closing in an hour time bother you with that entry? No, I already closed. I closed my GJ trades. It's not affecting me because I was looking at what's happening currently. What was happening currently. The 4-hour is going to close. Yeah, it can close no matter how it wants to close. Let's take a look. It's closing bearish here. And if you bring it all to the left, this makes sense now because this was a strong resistance. So if guys were looking for sells, that's the start of the sells now. Now if you look on the 1-hour, the 1-hour is about to close. Look at the size of this 1-hour candle, right? Now if you're looking at candles, look at this. This was a high volume candle. This was a low volume candle, but it had a lot of volatility. Why? Because you see all this wick to the downside, you see a wick to the upside. The next one was a bearish candle which had a little bit more volume because its body was bigger. Then we had another lower volume. We had another lower volume on the 1 hour because the body is smaller. But this motherfucker over here has a really, really high volume. You know, because this candle is a high volume candle. Because look at the size. This size of this candle is way bigger than all the 1, 2, 3, 4 previous candles. You know, so if this is closing below this area, this gives you more confirmation that, okay, if it closes below that area, there's a high confirmation that might continue moving down. So that's when it's important to wait for a candle to close, because if it closes a strong bearish candle, that means there is now volume kicking in for a bearish move.
That lines up with the fact that we've just started the North American currency session about 45 minutes ago.
Yeah. Do you take trades with 1-to-1 risk reward? Yes, because my win ratio is high.
I mean, I'll repeat this for the 20,000th time in the last maybe 6 months, but the best education you're going to get is just from actually doing things on the chart and breaking things. I don't know if anybody ever played with Lego, right? You know, the building blocks. You know, the first time you get a box of Lego, you build what you were supposed to build with, right? So if you get a castle, you build the castle because you said, hey, these are the instructions to build the castle. But as soon as you did that, you got bored because that was the end of the process of building the castle. And what ended up happening was you would tear down the castle and you would build something totally different using your imagination. Trading is very similar in that way, that the more you work at the charts and you break charts down and you execute and you exit, you win, you lose, you're going to develop a feel and a style that makes sense to you. A lot of people in the YouTube chat are very, very lost. And it's not because you're not intelligent or, you know, you're not an upright being. It's because you're searching for answers that you can find for yourself by just experiencing the charts and experiencing the idea of actually executing and exiting a trade, and then going back and looking at what happened or what could I improve on. And I think the more you will execute and the more you will go back and refine your ideas, the less questions you will ask about, well, should I do this? What if I do this? What if I do that? What if I do this? You won't be doing that anymore. And what you'll be doing is you'll be sending a chart in and you'll be showing a chart off saying, hey, this is my analysis. This is what happened. And this is the outcome. Was there anything I could have done differently? Or do you see something that I could have improved on? And I think if you go with that sort of idea, and you focus more on just the execution and breaking charts down and just enjoying the process instead of worrying about, oh, I took 3 losses today, I had 4 wins, and you just focus on that, you're going to find that your results are going to come a lot quicker than it is sitting here saying, so when the range is over here, do you take a trade? So when you look at GJ and it's going down, do you take a sell? What happens when gold opens at the currency market? Like, all those questions that you're asking, those can be answered for yourself. And the thing is, when you learn those ideas by yourself without asking somebody that question and you figure out the answer for yourself, your retention of that knowledge becomes a lot stronger. And plus, you'll be able to apply the way that you found that knowledge or answered that question to all the other questions that you're looking to answer. And it will really, really help you. And it's not me being an ass. I'm not saying you're stupid. I'm not saying, hey, this is not what you should be doing. I'm just saying from a relevancy standpoint, and if you really want to take trading seriously, this like live stream should be done for live analysis. You should be posting your charts, asking questions, but you shouldn't be asking questions that are things that you can learn on your own, because you're missing that. It's I mean, you're gonna laugh, but it's like asking somebody, how does sex feel? Like, you know what, go experience it, and then you'll be like, oh, I don't like sex, or hey, I made sex better. Like, are you gonna turn around and say, well, how many times should you thrust, or what position do you like the most? Like, that's not gonna help you have sex. Go experience it, and you'll feel a lot better about yourself, right? And it'll be scary at the first moment, the first time you do it, because you don't know what you're doing, but that's okay. As you do it more, you'll get better. And then you can turn around, and if you really want to be corny about it, you can go around and talk to your friends. Hey, how do you do a girl from behind like this way? Like if that's what you really want to do. But that's sort of the idea when you look at trading, is experience trading and come back with your results. Come back with the results of what you're doing and get refinement on that. Don't ask how to do something. Go do it, and then come back and say, hey, I passed or failed, and then we can reevaluate and help you go to the next level. Because sitting here saying, excuse me, do you use indicators? Why don't you use trend lines? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? That's not going to help you trade. It's really not going to help you. And all you're doing is you're just asking questions to avoid the most simplest thing that you have to do in trading, is execute. And I think if you just start executing, a lot of questions will be answered, and you'll come back and you'll have crazy questions that are in depth, that have a lot of detail, that involve a lot of thought-provoking ideas. And it just won't be so basic of saying, so where do you draw support and resistance? Is gold inversely correlated with the US dollar? Like, you're gonna use your time in a more strategic way, and you're gonna get more value out of your time, and you're gonna progress a lot faster.
Drops, Mike.
Yeah, I figured. I always have to use examples that shock people, because then, like, they get it. Like, if I don't use those examples, people laugh, but it resonates with them, right?
Yeah, I mean, that was perfect.
Really good. How many thrusts? So.
Well, that's what I mean, right? Would you turn around and ask that question to somebody? No, you just do it, right?
Like, whoa, that escalated quick.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was good. It was good.
No, but I mean, sometimes I do that on purpose, because it shocks people.
I know.
Shocks people at the same time. It makes sense. Yeah.
Man, later on, this GJ is really gonna fall down.
Yeah, I see that too.
I'm gonna get stopped out then.
Oh, I can't even say it because I can't agree with rakeel. No, for real.
I told you, Mac, yesterday, rakeel bugs you because he likes you. He wouldn't bug you if he didn't like you.
Yeah, I wouldn't even talk to you.
Exactly. You should take that as a sign of respect that he cares so much about you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, but don't cut people off, man. That's rude.
Okay, never mind. Let me mute myself again. I'll be back. Once my DJ hits, let me see, 142,500, I'll unmute myself.
Yeah, I think that's a really good target.
Excuse me?
I'm agreeing with you.
Okay. Bye. I'll see you later. Talk to you later. Mute.
He's salty right now.
I'm not salty.
No, he's not. Yeah.
I'm never salty.
Yeah, we are friends. Like, we are real life friends. We met each other.
So yeah, definitely the end of March. I could go for a weekend.
Oh, you're coming to? Oh, you're really flying over here?
Yeah, man.
Okay, perfect.
No flopping, man. No flopping.
Looks like we'll have to show him around.
Yeah. All right, back to mute.
All right, take. Upcoming changes to our legal agreements. Okay. What did y'all do to Mac? Nicole sounds like a really southern person, you know. What did y'all? Did I share? Do I share my trading view analysis by copying my URL? I think you need to watch the video, Brandon. Watch the video and you'll know.
Biggest job I have is working out whose voice is whose name.
Ooh, gold is now going up. If 30-minute close is bullish, looking to buy to retest the high. Perfect. This makes perfect sense. Excellent idea. EJ came down. It's consolidating. We thought it's going to go up, but it's consolidating here at this resistance turn support. Would look good to go up. GJ looking good to come down.
Mm-hmm.
All right, GJ, come on. This day started really slow, but it's starting to end up looking nice. Can you check my analysis? Yes, send it over.
Chris.
Hello.
We got this.
I was sleeping.
I'm over leveraged. I over leveraged, but now I'm stuck in 2 lots on gold buys. I think the only reason people lose money is that they don't plan how much they're gonna lose. That's the whole thing. I mean, people lose money because they don't plan how much they're gonna lose, and then they lose it. They're like, "Oh man, I didn't expect to lose that much." Like if you look on GJ, if someone's still holding buys, I think it's a very, I don't know, like if you don't know what your risk is, and if you're holding buys, and you're running in drawdowns, man, you need to really reevaluate your risk here when you trade.
Can't believe I'm gonna get stopped out again with GJ.
Come on,
I was just.
Don't tell me you're still holding that.
Yeah.
Uncle is still holding.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, no, I'm in profits. I was just hoping to run it a little bit more.
It's below the
Yeah,
zone.
but it already retraced 25 pips. So that's like 25 grand.
Yeah, don't remind me. Thanks, Kerwin. I'm well aware of how much money I just threw away.
Yeah, I could see the money just vanishing out my
Yeah, exactly.
Because man,
I was at 36,000 like last month or last hour. I was at 36,000. Now I'm at 21,000. Thanks.
Shit. Because man, you have this target 142 850. So.
Yeah, but I thought we would go to 143.
No, we're playing long-term holds, man. We did it last year. We did it.
We did it last year. Yeah, Chris and I, we got like 160 pips out of one move.
Yeah, it's well worth the risk. I don't mind losing a bit.
Yeah.
If that's because you're taking some bank anyway, so it's not.
Yeah, no, I'm not losing. It's just
exactly.
I could have gotten more if I just went zone to zone, I guess.
Yeah, we went through this play so many times last year, and it did play out.
Yeah, it's the same with gold. Like gold's going to do something stupid in the next minute, and I'm going to miss that move too because I'm focused on.
What on GJ? Exactly the same.
Yeah, because Raja, can you go to that 1 hour on GJ, please, and zoom out. Okay, so basically, I mean. This is, I know Ted knows this, but this is for the other people. You had this reaction prior to this area. So this is kind of the same reaction you're looking at this point. So why would you think to I mean, Ted had this trade for a long term, but your safe play will be above this area right here to take buys. Exactly. Wherever is drawing those squares is some point.
Yeah, no, but that's why I know this is matching up with this, but I'm not. I wasn't expecting it to dip this low. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm expecting it to pull back. Like I think where we are, you're exactly right, Corinne. I was expecting this to be the low. I didn't expect this now to be the low. Like I'm not stopped out yet, but it's coming extremely close.
Yeah.
And I was expecting us just to stay within this box and, to your point, continue further up, because we have
that's the thing.
this area here, and then this clear traffic would be over here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So basically, I was looking for some sort of range in this box that you have. This box right here. Yeah, this box right here. I was expecting some sort of range before the next move, but the safe play is gonna be above the 900s area.
Yeah,
So
agreed. Yeah. I was just hoping that I could stay in this consolidation range because I caught the breakout, and I was hoping that my stop is okay. Like I'm it's close to being hit. My stop's at 142.560. I was hoping that the consolidation box would hold and we would get a pullback like we did with the previous candles. But now we just got a massive rejection at to your point at 142.800 because of the rejection to the left there.
Yeah, and then gold is on the move right now. It's breaking above the previous 30-minute candle that closed bearish.
Yeah. Be careful though, because we're coming close to the 200 EMA on.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm telling you. So basically, gold is gonna be safe if we break above 1560, 68 somewhere there. That's gonna be the safe play for gold.
And that's I think if we break above 1568, your target once again is 1572. So I'll be watching that. Like I said yesterday, the lows that we're at with GJ and with gold, it makes good long opportunities, and all I'm trying to do is catch that one play where it breaks out maybe once or twice, and then I can move my stop into profits, and then it could just slowly creep.
Yeah.
Someone sent this chart here on GP CAD. Oh, Carla did. And where was it? Oh yeah, this one. So when you're looking at this, I think this was the candle. This was your entry candle, and this was your confirmation, because this candle closed below these two candles and then it started to head down. Because now when you're looking left, you look at this clean traffic, there's a high chance of it to continue moving down. So when you see big moves, I've said it over and over and over again, always look to see how could you have taken that big move down, that big candle down. Because now if it's dropping, now you'll have to wait for this candle to close, and then a retest, and then a further drop. So you're right with those arrows there.
Do you see a 4-hour fake out on gold?
Where are we faking out to, Glenn?
I mean, we didn't respect 1565.8, so closed above that. I would say we wait for a retracement, we can get a 1-to-1 going to 1567.8. Maybe higher.
Agreed. Yep, agreed. Agreed. Like I said, I never saw gold as a sell. Yesterday's sell-off wasn't strong enough for me to believe it was. And if you look at the 4-hour with gold, it just keeps bouncing in that range. I mean, you could play that range, but it's just more of the fact that I didn't want to play that tight because gold whipsaws too hard, too fast. Stop loss hit.
I was just gonna say that's I know exactly
sorry.
where you had that as well.
I'm sorry to say this, but let's go, GJ. Come on.
Now I can focus on gold.
Yeah.
Wow, GJ is just running a train here.
Yeah, that's a good try, dude.
I keep closing positions.
All right.
I took some EJ cells because it closed back in the range.
You, sir, get a cookie.
Thank you.
I'm gonna close 70% of my GG trade.
Nice.
I'm more than happy.
Ooh, almost close. Mac is gonna go off mute now soon. After 3 more pips.
He's going to agree. That's a good trade, man.
Oh, there we go. It's coming down to target. Come on.
Yeah.
Push it. $142,500.
Yes, sir. So less.
2 more pips.
Come on. Come on, GG.
Oh. I'll take that as a win.
Oh, yeah, man. Trust.
Wow, that 1 hour was also perfect. Came down hard and kept dropping.
Back down to the bottom of that zone. It's nice.
Yeah, I was looking at 460 on the 4 hour.
460?
Yeah, I was just all I was thinking was where Ted's trade was, where I could have potentially thought of putting a stop loss.
No, I was asking. Yeah, I was asking because I have a line at 142 460, and I don't know why because it doesn't make sense to me.
Oh, I saw that on the 4
I
hour.
copied that from your chart.
I don't know. I have like 4 hours, kind of like.
Yeah,
it's kind of a solid level from.
The 4 hour.
Alright, since I secured 15 pips, I'll be able to talk.
There you go.
Well done, Matt.
Hey.
Good job, Mac.
Thank you. But it's continuing down. It should definitely hit 142,500.
Yes and no. We may have another pullback now and to continue down, but so far, we have this target.
Yeah, it's still 9. It's from 9 to 10, it should continue.
Yeah, this was a great target.
Yeah.
Yo, Raja, I got another chart for you. Okay, perfect. Oh, someone wrote me an entire article over here. Ooh, gold came down right to that rejection area. 1565 and needs to cross this situation, this rangy
I know it
situation.
sucks.
Yeah.
I almost looked to take an entry just because I saw that pullback on the 15-minute, but it's like you're still stuck in that range. It's like I'm gonna go 1566 to like 1567.40, and it'll rip right back down again.
Yeah, I took an entry. I don't know if this makes sense, but I took it right at that 4-hour support that was created before.
Oh yeah, no, it makes total sense because I was looking at it too. If you're down, and see, this is the thing when you look at entries, if you're able to pick off like that entry at bottom of support and have it run up, that's better than trying to find an entry now where we're at the top of where Raj has put that range and try and take an entry, right? Because you have to wait now for that to break up. So if you took an entry at 1565, you're laughing, or 1564, you're laughing because you know that you can play within that range. Someone who's looking for a gold trade right now at 1566 is going to struggle because we're at the top of the range. And that's the mistake people make, is they'll say, oh, gold's a buy. Well, yeah, where is it a buy from, right? Like right now, if you're trying to trade gold, you have to wait for it to break above 1568. If you're in at 1564, 1565, you're pretty safe because you're already up 10, 20 pips and you're not too concerned about if it breaks down to the range again. The problem is, if you take a trade now, where do you place your stop, right? Your stop at 1566 has to drop all the way down to 1564 effectively. And you really want to risk 30 pips when we're not breaking out of 1568 yet, because you need to break 1568 to actually get the proper risk to reward. Gold is testing everybody's patience.
Yeah, GJ's testing my patience. Big time.
Oh, GJ rejected and gone back up again into the zone.
Yeah, I've been watching it on 4 Hour, looking at what happened yesterday. I really, really want to get involved. I did the similar thing yesterday, basing it on a 4 Hour, but looking at low time frames makes no sense really. But we'll see. Because the 4 Hour yesterday, it's just the same yesterday. I think I'll just leave my buy stops and wait. What did you choose that stop loss, Ted? Was that based on 4 Hour?
It was based on the hourly, because we did break out on GJ, and I figured we wouldn't break below that range.
I'll see you. Yeah.
And you can see like this candle now, this new 1 hour candle basically tapped a little bit deeper and then pulled back up.
Mm-hmm.
So like I think this will probably continue to move a bit.
Yeah, I was trying to see where else you could have put it.
Well, I mean, I could have had it a little bit lower, but I also look at the fact that because I held the trade that long, I want to get at least 20 pips, man. Yeah. 20, 25 pips. Like I could have put it to like a 5 pip stop loss, and I wouldn't have got stopped, right? Like it would have been fine. But it's like,
is it worth it?
Is it worth it to do that? Because if GJ kept running down, or if it continues to run down, like say the next half hour or whatever, like now I've lost all those gains. Like I want to get something out of it with the fact that it was already up, because at one point I was up like 43 pips or whatever. So at that point, when we went to 43, I moved my stop loss to around 20, just for the sake of the fact that, okay, well, like we should carry on with this move, but it ended up dropping.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out if it's a better way, not a better way, but I see what you mean, because you don't want to be in that trade all that time and get nothing out of it, because it's...
Well, that's exactly it. I mean, and if you look at the way GJ formed right now, like that, the bottom of that zone again, just, now we're popping back into that zone, right? So you might find that this is going to fly right back up to 800s again, and we're like, well, like that one candle stopped me out, which makes sense because that was the first candle of the North American Open on the hourly, which means everyone's grabbing orders to continue the move that happened through the London session.
Yeah, that's why I'm looking at the 4 Hour, and it just looks so sensible to take trade.
Right. No, that's exactly it. Yeah, and I mean, I tend to agree. And I mean, gold. Everyone's chasing gold, and I mean, I just wish people wouldn't do that. Like, gold is in such a stupid range right now. Like, just let it be. You're gonna lose more than you're gonna win with gold right now. And it's going to be very hard for you to trade. Everyone's calling 1550, 1600. Like people are making up numbers, and it's like right now we're in a range between 1565 and 1567. Like we're not moving from there. There's no catalyst for it to move out of that region. And you have to ask yourself, when you look on the dailies and even even on the 4 hours, you can see we're in a huge consolidation area. So wait for it to break either up or down. Like don't try and chase the trade in this range, because gold's just going to ruin you. The way it wicks up and down, it wicks 5-6 pips in a matter of a minute. Like why would you do that to yourself? Wait for it to break out of the 4 hour consolidation area that it's in, and just allow the entries to go, because you can see on the 4 hour charts, even on the hourly charts, when we get a move with gold, you get the move. Like here's a perfect example. Like when gold's going to move, you're going to get the pips that you need. Like that's the move you're looking for. You're not looking for this or this. Like you're not looking for that. Like always focus on these kind of candles. Don't focus on this small stuff here that's barely moving, or this range over here. It's too hard. Like don't do that to yourself. Just get yourself, if you're going to trade, basically say, hey, I'm going to go above here or I'm going to go below here, and I want to see nice big candle movements.
I was looking at where I put my yellow line, just around there and
Yeah,
above.
exactly. Yeah,
72.
exactly. That's exactly it. And I mean, give yourself the opportunity, because if the trade is going to be positive for you, or you're going to have a good trade, it's going to be very easy. It's not going to be hard. You're not going to have to fight through a range. It's just going to naturally flow, and you're going to be comfortable. This is not comfortable trading with gold right now. And I've seen this so many times over the last 3-4 years. And people just get stuck because they know how fast gold moves and they're worried about missing it. And it's like, you're not going to miss it. Trust me. When it starts moving, you're going to have ample opportunity, and you'll be able to get 10, 20, 30 pips in an hour candle or a half hour candle, instead of trying to get slaughtered going back and forth 5 or 10 pips because it's stuck in a consolidation range.
Yeah, you don't want to hold it for like 2 hours, man.
No, just let it do its thing. You're gonna get what you need out of gold. Don't worry. Trust me. It will break out. You're gonna have a fun time, and you're gonna get the move that you're looking for. Just if you're trading gold, put price alerts down on your MetaTrader terminal. You know, if you don't know how to do price alerts, Google that. They'll tell you how to do it, and have them sent to your phone so that if gold breaks 1568, you know to start looking at your charts. If gold breaks 1564, you know to look at your charts. Just let it be. Let it do its thing. And you'll feel so much better about yourself, because you won't be staring at the chart going, oh, are we going to break out now? Is it going to break out now? Like, is this candle moving up? You're going to get the alert. You can then check your phone or check your terminal, look at where price is, look at the way the structure of the market is, and you will then be able to make a more conscious decision, because you've already planned that in your head. You're like, hey, if we break up past 1568, I may want to take buys. If we break below 1564, I may want to take sells. I'll wait for us to get to that price level, and then I'll look to see how price is reacting at those specific levels. Is there a massive rejection to the downside? Is there a massive rejection to the upside? Now can I attack this trade? And that's basically what you'll do. And you'll save yourself miles of time. You can go to the gym, ride a bike, do whatever you want. And as soon as you get that alert, jump on your computer and be like, all right, I'm ready to go because I was waiting for this. And it's just easy. It's just so much easier that way, instead of being like, well, I'll sit here for 3 hours and watch it range. And it's like, all right, well, have fun.
A trade.
That's right, yeah. And and sit there and be like, oh, it went down, it went up, it went down, it went up, right?
Yeah.
It's just with gold especially, it's just too painful.
Yeah, trust, we've been there, man.
It's not. How many times we did that last year? Chris, are you in? Yeah.
Yes.
What are you in? Oh, I got stopped out again. Oh, you're in? Yeah, got stopped out again. Like,
Yeah.
it's just you go nuts. You go Looney Tunes.
Yeah, big time. It's all about patience. Wait to that right place, man. Right. Mark your zones, just wait.
Why is GJ a unicorn pair? Because it moves unconventionally. Unicorns are unconventional.
Hey there, Ted.
Yes.
Hey, bud. What do you use for your alerts? Do you have an app? Do you use?
No, it's on MetaTrader.
Oh, on MetaTrader. Oh, it sends it to your phone from MetaTrader?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. You get a email alert or a text alert.
Oh, that's pretty good. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a plugin.
Oh, so okay, it goes straight through. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, man.
No worries.
Right, I'm going to do one before GJ tempts me. So, have a good afternoon, gentlemen. Ladies, whoever.
Yeah. All right, mate.
I'll catch you
Okay.
later.
Take care. I'm gonna head off too.
Okay. Shukriya. Take care, everybody.
Yeah, good time.
Bye.
Have fun.
Have fun. Have fun.
Have fun. Bye. Oh, by the way, on Zoom, can you guys hear the music now?
No, we can't.
Yeah, we can.
And we don't want.
just a little bit, not much.
Hey Mac, if you stop talking, you'll hear it.
That was a joke. Oh.
Yeah, you could hear it, but it's quiet. Yeah, we can hear it now.
Oh, okay, perfect. I fixed it. All right.
But we don't want to hear it.
No. Maricon song.
Can we do a voting? Like, can we vote? Like, who wants to hear it? Who doesn't?
Nice.
Oh, that's loud.
Loud.
Who's that?
Oh, I like that.
Oh, it's so
Is that
good.
you, Raja?
Yeah, it's so good.
Nice, man. I like it.
Can you play some Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Oh, so nice.
Good vibes.
Good vibes, yeah. All right, everybody, take care. Have fun. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, mate.
All right, mate. Take care.
Gracias, amigo. Cuídate.
Bye.
Yeah.